James from Cinemassacre, better known as Angry Video Game Nerd, and I'm going to be starting this new segment here called Mailbag. I don't know exactly what I'm going to see right now, but I'm going to be looking through a lot of my messages, whether emails or messages on my YouTube channel or Facebook, whatever. As you can imagine, I get a lot of messages, a lot of emails, but I can't read even half of them because I wouldn't have time to make videos if I did. But I do have sometimes people helping me out filter through a lot of things, and sometimes we get messages that are really funny. A lot of times we get ones that are really, really nice. So I'm going to look through and just show you a little bit of funny ones, a little bit of nice ones, and we'll just go from there, see what happens. So here we have, "Hi, your videos are great. Are you a Nintendo fan too? Me too. Am I a Nintendo fan? I'm going to say yes. Let's move on. The under-sexualization of James Rolfe. Oh boy. A real money make here. Okay. Alright, he's got bullet points. What is he telling me to do? Dear James, it has recently come to my attention that you pass yourself off as a nerd and as unattractive. I feel that this is a very big problem due to the fact that everything in today's media tries to sell sex in any way possible. Because of this, I've come up with a few ways to make yourself seem more included with the popular media of today. Number 1, clothing is optional. I believe this to be the most simple way of attracting new fans. I mean, look at popular films such as Twilight. Almost every single scene involves a topless guy with a mixture of sparkle and pretty faces, which makes the most female fans of the films go runny. If you did something like this, I'd recommend you cover yourself in glitter and act tough to give the same effect." Okay, this guy is telling me to go shirtless and cover myself in glitter. Oh boy, what are the next things? Number 2, talk dirty. Another simple way to add a much needed sex appeal to your videos. It wouldn't have to be anything spectacular like the pickup line I made myself and I'm extremely proud of. "I'm going to fuck you so hard I'll scramble your eggs." Yeah, try that as a pickup line. But would just need to be enough to catch the viewer's attention, and if done properly can make girls all over the world mess their panties from their front bottom. Oh my god. Alright, number 3, star in a sex tape. Nothing brings home the fact that celebrities have sexual desires just like the general public more than a sex tape, and shortly after one is released, millions of people would have seen them. But personally, I think you should include your nerdiness in the possible sex tape you will make by including games. It wouldn't have to be anything amazing, but just masturbating to a picture of Princess Peach or using Rob the Robot in such a way that it does something far more unsavory than it was intended for would be fine. Number 4, facial hair. On the topic of sex tapes and porn films, I think a mustache would make you look much more rugged and a more sought-after gentleman, but you'll need to keep in mind that not every mustache will suit you, so an unfortunate mistake could cross the line of sexiness and enter the murky depths of looking as if you belong on a certain register that would damage any celebrity's career. Oh, okay, maybe not Gary Glitter, because after he got caught, a lot more people started talking about him, and now is a very popular topic of conversation. Oh my god, well at least this was the most, sane of all of them, grow a mustache. In fact, I've had a mustache before, because I used to be pretty lazy with shaving, and I would just, have just a mustache. People used to make fun of me all the time for it, but, okay, last one, number 5. A wingman. I've noticed in a lot of your videos you have another nerdy friend come in to visit and help out with acting. Where's this going? Help out with acting needed in order to create the piece, and I have to say that in these videos, he makes you look like a man of Herculean proportions and the kind of person the young ladies would like to bunk up with. I believe if you had him in more of your videos, your female fan base would become much bigger, and they start to regain their interest. I hope you take these points into consideration when you create more of your videos and possibly even include some of them in your movie, as I believe these additions would make your production sell out worldwide and would totally beat Avatar. On a side note, If a male fan base is the kind of thing you're looking for, you'd have to come up with your own ways to attract them, because although I write all fancy and stuff, I am not gay myself, and I don't know what the gays would like to see from you. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck with your sexy adventures. Wow. This is probably the most, probably one of the best joke emails, I'd have to say. Or this guy's totally out of his mind, or I mean, if he's gay, that's fine. But he said he's not gay. Or maybe I'm just I should really take his advice. Maybe that is what everybody wants to see. So, yeah, we're going to have to do a whole rewrite of the Nerd movie and include some of these things. No, not really. So I'm going to start reading some nice emails now. I get a lot of messages from the troops in Iraq over all the years. So, Dear James, I want to start off by saying that I'm a huge fan and how much I enjoy your work with both your Cinemassacre films and AVGN episodes. Your films are something I look forward to very much, as I check your website often for updates. You definitely keep my spirits high during the past year. Watching your movies were probably the best memories I had when I was over there. My fellow airmen, soldiers, marines, seamen all enjoyed your work more than you might know. When I would return from a stressful day, I would go to our shitty internet cafe, pull up one of your AVGN episodes, and laugh my ass off, thus making me forget about all the bullshit, diarrhea, putrid anal fecal matter, lol. Well, thank you. Thanks a lot. A thank you note from a fellow filmmaker. However, I think the best thing you could have ever put on your site was the Cinemassacre 200 video. The first time I watched it, I was taken aback at how much you've done in order to get to the point you're at today, and incredibly impressed. The second time I watched it was when I was about to go into production on a fan film project of mine that I was starting to have doubts in. The message of the video really resonated with me, The whole idea that if you want to make something, you just need to go out and make it no matter what, since it'll be better than what came before it, and it'll help you improve in order to make the next one even better. So now it's nearly 3 months after I started filming, and I have 75% of my feature fan film finished, and I can safely say that the spirit of Cinemassacre is the reason it made it this far. So thank you. Thank you for both providing me with delightfully graphic language to use when things go wrong, and the inspiration to keep going, even when they do. Well, thank you for letting me know, and good luck with all your projects. My 2 cents on future nerd episodes. Hi, you've probably got 1,000 emails with the same sort of message, but I honestly would prefer if you didn't make any more nerd episodes and just worked on the movie. I understand if you need to keep making them for money and from the ads, but this movie has the potential to be your magnum opus, and its progress shouldn't be impeded or distracted by anything if possible. Basically, you admitted the episodes would be quite basic and probably less funny. If that's to be the case, then you shouldn't make them, because it will be a poor appetizer and only leave the viewers unsatisfied. I, for one, am fully prepared to wait 5 years without any new nerd to see the movie, if that's what it takes. Thank you. I mean, you never know, because I'm never always satisfied with the nerd episodes. I feel like a lot of times that they're just rushed, or I don't have enough time to make them good, or it's like I'm just coming up on a deadline, so I have to shit one of them out really fast, and sometimes I'm not inspired enough. I don't think there's any episode that's a total waste, though. I think every episode is peppered with funny little moments or great little moments of inspiration where I really am laughing, behind the scenes at it, and so it never does get old really for me. But there are some that I know just aren't quite as good, or I could have done better. But the thing is, it's not really for me to decide. It's for the fans, because the Ninja Turtles episode, I felt that one was really rushed and that I could have done way better. But the Ninja Turtles episode, that's the classic nerd episode. That's the first one that a lot of people have seen. So So yeah, you never know. If maybe I don't think it's that good, but everybody else does, and that's good enough. And the movie itself is going to be a very totally different animal than the episodes. It's really just like a movie, a story, with the nerd in it, and it's like a bunch of genres. It's like science fiction and adventure, and kind of like a road trip, with the nerd character as the lead character in it. But it's finally me making it like a movie, just the way I want to make, and just the kind of movie that would star the nerd, and you know, so it's really just a different thing. Like I just know that the same audience for the nerd movie, um, while it'll overlap greatly with the fans of the show, it's also not for everyone. Like I just know that some people who just want their game review, who aren't happy with the episodes like Rob the Robot or the Nintendo World Championships episode, like if people who just want it to be the game review, that's not what the movie is. So I continue to make the episodes because I want to keep it going as long as I can for all the people who want the game review, and so I really don't want to give up either thing, but at some point you can't do both. So that's why now, or I don't even know by the time you see this video what's the status is, but it's definitely the regular episodes are going to take a break, and after over 100 episodes, I definitely think it's time for there to be a break. But I don't think I'll ever give up nerd episodes permanently. I feel like it's always something that I might, even if it turns into like once a year or something, it would be like, it's nostalgic for me to even go back and do more nerd episodes all the time. So it always gives me that rush when I do, and it reminds me of why I love doing it in the first place. So I'll never forget that.